Ladies and gentlemen, we're here.
I'm part of the Kliq, isn't everybody?
Yes! 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 I got an idea, yeah. Beat up John Cena!
Give me a hell yeah!
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
Too sweet! Here goes the mother!
Oh, it doesn't matter!
This is where the power lies!
I am the man.
If you can, survive!
It's showtime, folks! The following episode is scheduled for one fall, and it is for your listening pleasure. This is In The Kliq.
Welcome, everyone, to a very special episode of In The Kliq. I'm Baby Huey, and on the line are two people I'm extremely excited to be talking to. The hosts of the new smash hit game show, Cannonball, which you can catch new episodes every Thursday night at 8 p.m. on the USA Network. I have WWE superstar Mike the Miz Mizanin and Rocsi Diaz. How's it going this morning?
I am doing awesome.
Great.
That's great to hear. No, Miz, of course, I would expect nothing else than awesome. But no, it's great.
He's awesome.
Yeah, no, it's great to talk to you guys. And Miz, I know we go way back. You were in the studio, 5+ years ago when WrestleMania was in town. We've done a ton of phoners together. So I'm really excited to see you guys start this new game show on the USA Network. So Miz, just curious from your perspective, can you just sum up what is Cannonball?
Cannonball, the tagline is the biggest, wettest, wildest water sports competition ever. And what that means is we have a 100-foot mega slide where our contestants slide down going to like 70 miles an hour. They fly off 80 feet in the air. One of our competitions is called the human target or human dart.
Yep.
And the reason it's called that because there's a target that's in the air and you have to hit it with your body. And the way people contort their bodies is absolutely insane. We have a drop tower where a 500-pound cannonball drops onto an airbag and you're on the opposite side, and you have a net and you have to catch as many balls as possible while in the air, and it creates a lot more belly flops than cannonballs, I gotta tell you.
That's awesome. I've seen the commercials as I watch Monday Night Raw and NXT, also on USA Network, and I've seen the episodes as well, and it looks insane. I part of me, I wish I could do that, but then I'm so scared that my big ass would just be, like you said, just making a bunch of big belly flops. So I'm just curious from both of you. Start with you, Roxy. Do you have a favorite water challenge that you like to see the contestants participate in?
You know, I'm a fan of our mega slide. It's awesome because I was that kid at water parks that wanted to go down all the slides, and just imagine having an 80-foot high slide that's going to launch you 50, 60 feet in the air. It just seems like so much fun, and I just wish we would have got the opportunity to go down ourselves because you just never know what to expect. And no matter what, whenever you're being tossed in the air, there's no way to really focus on what to do with your body. So it's like good luck trying.
I love that. How about you, Miz? Do you have a particular favorite challenge from the show?
Yeah, I mean, we have this one where we have a surfboard. You're on the launch pad, which is 7 stories high.
Yeah.
And you're just standing there waiting for a moving surfboard to fly across you. And as soon as it comes in your realm, you have to jump onto it off of our launch pad. And you can't use your hands. And so it creates, you got to have immense amount of balance. And some people succeed, others, most fail. And it's fun to watch the fails.
That's so cool. So I'm just curious for both of you, do you get to try out any of these challenges just to kind of, that way you have your own perspective of how difficult these challenges are?
Go ahead, Rocky. Why don't you tell them?
Yeah, Mike was way too scared.
Way too scared. Oh, absolutely.
No,
Roxy didn't have it in her contract that no one was allowed to do it because Roxy didn't want to do it and look like a fool.
scripted, so we couldn't do it if it wasn't written in that he would win.
Yeah, I don't know. I think for next season, I'm putting in my contract that I get to do it, whether Roxy wants to do it or not.
Nice. No, I would love to see, Miz, you participate in some of these challenges. I would love to see your reaction, just doing all that stuff. But Roxy, I'm just really curious. So when you found out that you were going to be hosting Cannonball with The Miz, what was your reaction that you were going to be pairing up with this legend that is WWE superstar, The Miz? I mean, I know you've interviewed some of the biggest names in the entertainment industry, but after finding out you're going to be working with The Miz, who's done so much in the wrestling business, did you go back and look up some of his matches, his promos to see what you were getting yourself into?
Well, I totally knew from day one that I was going to be dealing with the biggest personality that I've ever encountered in my entire career. And Mike is, honestly, he's the best. He's so much fun. He keeps you on your toes. And there was never a dull moment on set. And he always says that there was instant chemistry from day one. And there really was. I'm like, he's awesome. You just can't help but to enjoy going to set every single day when you're working with somebody like Mike. And ultimate professional. I loved being around him and just seeing him get FaceTimes with his daughters and on set. And he lights up being a dad. He's a great dad. So he's just an awesome guy to be around.
Very cool. And Miz, I'm just putting this out.
She'd definitely rather interview me than Michelle Obama.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Definitely, 100%.
Well, Miz,
you're more fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And Miz, I'm just putting this out there. I would love to see on a future episode of Cannonball if you can have possibly like an all-star edition with WWE superstars. But I'm just curious though, from your perspective, which current member of the WWE roster, either from Raw, SmackDown, NXT, who do you think would be the best participant in these water challenges?
You know, the amazing part is our contestants are all walks of life. Like, if you look at our contestants, there's people that spend all day in the gym. There's a person that's never been in the gym in their entire life, and you have no idea who's going to succeed. Yeah. So I have no idea. Like, you look at a guy like Otis. He would fly down that mega slide. Like, his velocity would be unparalleled to anyone. But then you wonder how his body control would be when he's in the air. So you kind of have no idea who would succeed, and there's competitions that are better for people that weigh a lot more, and there's competitions that are better for people that don't weigh a lot. So you never know who's going to do well, and that's the best part about Cannonball.
Nice. I love hearing that. And Roxy, just looking ahead, so here we are, the season's underway. So what can our viewers expect to see on upcoming episodes of Cannonball Thursday nights, 8 p.m. on the USA Network?
Expect the unexpected. That's all I can really say. More belly flops, more splashes in the water, more of The Miz and his awesomeness. I mean, you just got to keep on watching to find out. Every episode is different. You're going to fall in love with somebody different on the show. It's just a lot of fun to watch, especially during these times right now.
Yeah, absolutely. We need some laughter right now. And Roxy, also, I mean, you have a great history in the entertainment business, radio, TV, music. So I'm just curious, if you had a chance to watch The Miz and his tag team partner Morrison's music video for "Hey Hey Ho Ho," just curious. So, what do you think of Miz as a rapper, as a singer? What would you grade his performance level?
Well, he was freestyling on set all the time. I mean, he automatically came out with a hit country song on set where the producers were asking him, "Hey, did you like swipe that from somebody else?" And they're like, he actually just freestyled and made up a country song right there on the spot. So he's definitely one. He's a force to be reckoned with. So if it's not an Emmy, it's definitely going to be a Grammy on your desk soon, Mike.
That's right.
Nice.
Speaking of which, the nominations came out, and Ms. and Mrs. wasn't nominated. You got to be kidding me. I got the shaft.
I know, man. I love your show. You and your wife, and I saw that you posted online that we're going to expect a new season this fall. So looking forward to that. And Miz, listen, I
told Roxy, I go, Roxy, I didn't get nominated. She goes, oh wow, that's weird because they give them out like doorstops. And I'm like, what do you mean? No, they don't. No, they don't. That is absolutely not. And then I'm reading, and it's like editing for like a reality show, editing for this, and like I'm like hairstyle for this. I'm like, they do kind of just give them out, and I'm not nominated for one.
That's a shame, man. No, definitely. We need more Miz out there in all the award shows. But Miz, I definitely
agree.
Yeah, I got to ask you just a couple WWE related questions. Just everyone knows how much I love the product and everything. And I just love seeing you exploring all these other opportunities outside the WWE in the entertainment industry, from hosting, movies. So I'm just kind of curious. I mean, it must be tough to balance all that with your schedule and being a family man as well. So I'm just curious, do you have like a timeline of how much you want to be a full-time WWE superstar and maybe transition to maybe more of a part-time status so you can focus on these other projects?
As long as I'm having fun, then I am going to keep doing what I'm doing. And as long as I'm able to give my girls, Monroe and Madison, the time that they need and they deserve, so that as long as they feel the love from me, then I'm all good. That's what it's all about. It's all about my family, and they come first. As much as I work and everything like that, I just want to make sure that my girls know that I'm here. I don't want to be a dad that's always away. Yeah. I want to be a dad that's there to be able to guide them and help them in everything they need.
I love hearing that. And just also real quick on the SmackDown front, your brand that you're on for WWE. Within the last few days, there was reports coming out that Daniel Bryan and Edge are both helping out from the writing process for their respective shows, Raw and SmackDown. So is it possible, can you confirm, has Daniel Bryan been more helping out on the creative side?
He won't be writing for me, I'll tell you that for one thing.
Well, exactly. That's kind of why I wanted to bring it up. So I know you and him have a long history together, but just curious, though, what has his impact been so far to the SmackDown brand?
Look, there's no denying Daniel Bryan's talent. Mm-hmm. Do I get along with him? Absolutely not. Will I listen to his writing inquiries? Sure. Will I do them? Probably not. But Daniel Bryan honestly is a brain. He knows exactly how. Obviously, I mean, look how big he became, and honestly, I think it's because of me mostly. But he is a very good talent in WWE, and I think if he wants to, I haven't heard that, so I don't know exactly what he's doing. Okay. But if he is, I think he's an immense talent, and he has a brain for the show, so he will make it better.
Absolutely, love hearing that.
As much as it hurts me to say that,
I know, man, dude. I'm shocked. But real quick, I also want to ask. We just talked a little bit briefly about John Morrison. I love John. I hosted his movie premiere a few years ago. We go way back with him, but I really want to kind of learn more about your friendship with John. And we know last year he was a free agent, and a lot of people were speculating where he was going to sign with. So I'm just curious, did he reach out to you at all and ask for maybe advice, or did you kind of persuade him to re-sign with the WWE?
Did I persuade him? No, he wanted to come back to WWE. Did I try to help as much as possible? Absolutely. He's my best friend. And bringing him back, he elevates me. He allows me to think outside the box. Like, no one thinks like John thinks. Mm-hmm. And I think he's an immense talent, and I think he's the next, big superstar to break out. I think he's going to be a Universal Champion or a WWE Champion. I think he deserves to be one because I think he has that much talent to be one.
I love that. That's so great to hear. Listen, guys, I know our time's limited. I just want to say thank you for being on this morning, and we encourage all of our listeners out there. Tune in Thursday nights for Cannonball, 8 p.m. on the USA Network. And Miz, looking forward to a new season of Miz and Mrs. and love to talk to you down the road, okay?
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Have a good day.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. There you have it. Thank you again to both the Miz and Rocsi Diaz for joining me today on In The Kliq. And that was just a lot of fun. I mentioned this earlier. He has been in the studio when WrestleMania was here in the Bay Area, and we've done a ton of phoners together. And as you might have guessed, there's just so much I could have talked about with The Miz in regards to his WWE career, the current state of pro wrestling, life outside the ring. The list goes on. And even though I had limited time with both of them, I hope to talk to The Miz again very soon. Hopefully, he's going to be doing the media rounds promoting the next season of his other show, Miz and Mrs., later on this fall. All right, Kliqsters, you know the drill. Tune in to see The Miz and Rocsi Diaz host their new game show, Cannonball. That's Thursday nights at 8 p.m. on the USA Network. And you can also see The Miz on WWE's Friday Night SmackDown, 8 p.m. on Fox. And as always, please follow In The Kliq on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just search for @InTheKliq. And please subscribe to In The Kliq on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. We're on all the major podcast platforms. And remember to rate, review, and share the podcast. And also subscribe to In The Kliq's YouTube page. Let's go home now. And thank you again for tuning in and all the support. And that's the bottom line because Huey said so.